everybody. Most people that buzz me on Instagram are the ones who always ask me if keto is really good for them, if it is the diet that they should follow, and what could be the possible side effects. So I thought I'll make this video and share with you guys some pros and cons of going on a ketogenic diet. The first con for me was, despite the diet being such a fad and gaining so much trend, so little is known about it. Now when I had to go through the diet, I had to do a solid 3-week research on what is ketogenic diet, how does it work, and how can I implement it. But on the plus side of it, throughout this research, I also learned that what are the kind of foods that disguise themselves to look like healthy food and what I really should be eating. Now again, a lot of people who buzz me on Instagram constantly ask me, share your diet chart with me, I want to follow ketogenic diet. But ketogenic diet unfortunately does not work like that. You have to do the math for your body type and style a diet that suits your calorie requirement. Now that also is a positive thing in itself, because you're not doing a standard diet that is set for a standard human being. We're all different, all our body types are different, and a personalized diet goes a long way than simply blindly following something that's out there. In fact, I was an eggitarian when I first started the keto diet, because I was also doing the intense, most strict way of doing this diet. I was allowing myself only 5% of carbs every day. That barely left me with a couple of choices like eggs, paneer and palak, and a couple of other greens, and maybe a couple of peppers as well. But on the plus side, this completely eliminated all this soda, unhealthy sugary food, unhealthy fried food. So basically that cuts out a lot of unhealthy food and eating habits as well. And like I said before, I was a vegetarian and now I'm a vegan, and if you take these two things into consideration, you're barely left with a couple of ingredients to make your meals with. And when it comes to proteins, it is literally next to impossible to get the required amount of proteins without heeding to one or the other form of supplement. And as much as all the protein or vitamin supplements that are available in the market claim that they don't have any side effects, you know what, they're still processed at the end of the day. On the plus side, it made me wanna strive and eat as much protein as I could, and as a result of which my nails stopped chapping, my skin started glowing, and my hair was shiny and glistening as well. And throughout the time that I was on keto, I've had the best skin of my lifetime, and also my hair grew a lot faster than I was on any other diet. Now the fifth thing that I definitely considered a con was, because I was a vegetarian, I could not find anything that was keto friendly anywhere outside to eat. I had to cook literally every single meal at home, prepare for them a couple of days in advance, and just ensure that I made all my food at home. And as a positive result of this, I completely stopped eating outside, and because of that, no form of hidden unhealthy oily food went into my stomach, or anything that was highly processed or frozen food. All these things completely disappeared from my lifestyle. Choosing were fresh, the cheese that I was choosing was fresh, everything was like from source to plate. Now because I had to cook everything at home, time management was a big thing. This meant that every day I had to set aside at least half an hour to 1 hour cooking my own meals. But on the positive side, I also kind of enjoyed cooking. I learned a couple of new recipes, and it also led me to make a couple of keto friends out there. This time I knew exactly what I was putting into my food, and I knew that my food met all my personal hygiene standards as well. Because ketogenic diet is so condition specific and there is no way to know how your body might react to the diet, there are certain side effects. Like for example, I felt constipated the first 2 days, and I also felt bloated for a couple of days in between. Getting over keto flu was the bane of my existence at that time. Nothing I read kind of prepared me for all these kind of side effects that I had to go through. But once I had learned to cope with all these things and solve all these situations for myself, On the plus side, because I didn't want to go through the keto flu all over again, I never cheated a single day. Even if I wanted to, as bad as my cravings were, I actually stayed determined and focused throughout my weight loss journey. And I think that is one of the reasons why I lost all that weight, like 22 kgs in about 6 months time. When I was on keto, I was recommended to have at least 8 liters of water, if not more. And this was a huge con for me, because that meant that I had to constantly keep drinking water and I had to constantly keep using the bathroom. And I found this extremely difficult, especially on days when I was running on deadlines, and if I was on a very stressful day, I would simply forget to drink so much water. And this was made even tough, especially on days when there were long queues at the loo. But on the plus side, drinking all that water flushed out all the toxins from my body. My skin was glowing like crazy, and because I was also drinking so much water, it kind of helped me cut out any kind of cravings. All I had to do every time I had any cravings was drink a little bit of water, and the cravings would kind of magically go away. Working out would be a con for you, especially if you're someone who's not used to working out, and if you thought keto is an intense or a crash diet that you would do and not work out and just lose a couple of kilos. It does not work like that. For keto to work, you need to actually put in a good amount of workout into your daily regime. But on the plus side, this helps you tone your body and prevents any loose or sagging skin. And this was something I dreaded throughout my weight loss journey. And because I had to lose so much weight, I thought that I would get a lot of loose skin, but thanks to all the workouts, it prevented that from happening. Have to say no to any lunch or dinner dates with my girlfriends or even with Vicky. I only accompanied them if they ever agreed to go to a cafe, and all I would order there was maybe some black coffee or some sugar-free green tea. On the plus side, I didn't have to eat all the french fries or the mayonnaise that they were buying. I just had to look away, say no to them, and enjoy my healthy glowing skin, and also enjoy the fact that my waistline was getting slimmer and slimmer. The next con for me were a bunch of my demotivating friends and relatives, especially those who told me that life is too short to not eat this, not eat that, eat everything, and I really shouldn't be putting myself through such a strict diet. All that I had was one life, and if I didn't enjoy now, what's the point of living even? But once I had lost about 10 kgs or so, a lot of these friends who tried to demotivate me were kind of getting inspired by my weight loss journey. All made an effort to kind of eat right, at least when they were around me. If you're a little bit cheeky too, you can answer to them saying, yes, I know I have only one life, I do not want to eat absolute junk food and ruin my health. These are the set of pros and cons I personally experienced during my 6 months ketogenic weight loss journey. If you guys are interested in knowing more about my weight loss journey, I will leave all the links for it below in the description box, including the links for the videos of how you can calculate your macros, what amount of fat, protein and carb you should eat, and also a couple of meal ideas. And if you're personally planning to go on keto diet, now you know all the pros and cons there is to this diet, and you can hopefully make a decision as to if this diet is something that is sustainable for you. And if you found this video helpful, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want me to make more videos on ketogenic diet, then let me know in the comments below what topic you want me to make a video on. Please subscribe if you're finding me for the first time here, and I will see you guys in my next one. Love you. Bye.